Bulls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Throwing White. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Isaac. He's past the marker. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. The Bulls have moved it inside the 20. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Caught. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
He's going for the goal line, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Florida. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tucker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. White. On the move. Turning it on. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got him on the RPO.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the 49ers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, it's Alexander. Defense all over him.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
This USF offense will open this drive right here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looking for a crease. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback changing the play. To the air, it's Hope. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? This is a designed run. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Quick completion to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to Amir on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. You really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to run, it's Isaac. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Caught. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
Makes the grab in their space. The 30. The 20, ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Right side, it's Rodgers. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They're all over him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Running inside, it's Collins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown Bulls. Lining up for the PAT.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing, White. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. White. Rushes on. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. White wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the 49ers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Charlotte. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw one first. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's GHOGH. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back, because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Rush right in his face. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the USF head coach at the half, they have got to use this home team's energy and enthusiasm to their benefit. As you know, this game has a lot of implications. It could separate them in the conversation for the college football playoff, but they have got to have a little better performance here to start the third. We'll see if this home crowd gives them the energy that they need.
All right, Holly.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Bulls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield. It's GHOGH. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quick give. It's Davidson. He's got enough. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it looking for the edge. Keeps it on the ground. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the counter. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The 49ers moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. And he gets it away.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wants to go up top on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw again. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Bulls will punt this one away. Yep. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The ride. At the 35, he's loose. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hits the hole. It's Collins. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Making the adjustment on the play. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the 49ers offense set up shop. Throwing White. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward. They go play action with White. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Looks it in. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Left side is Rodgers. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. It's Davidson. Max going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Bulls. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he makes the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. And Better fortune this time around. A quick pass to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. White on the play action. They're all over him. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. White throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, White. Here comes the heat. He sacked. This defense all over him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The fake wants to throw. Rushes on. Out wide left, it's Hunt. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Give to the big fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 2nd down. On the run, it's Alexander. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with White. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Gibson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they